You are now listening to the smooth sensations and high vibrations of Alex, host of the best relationship channel on YouTube. Alex, drop them gems on us.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And I'm back. I'm gonna try to get like 2 to 3 videos out for you guys this weekend. Been real busy, but never too busy for y'all. And as always, if you want to book a consultation, link is in the description to my email. You can book a consultation through the email. Or if you just want to ask me a relationship-based question, you can send it in an email. I'll answer it in a video format, and I'll keep you anonymous. Now let's get straight into it. Because the reason I want to talk about this Remy Ma Papoose thing is 2 reasons I want to talk about it, all right? One, it proves something I say all the time, which is that you should not get in a long-term relationship with a masculine woman. But even more important than that, the second reason I want to talk about it is I haven't heard anyone mention the real reason that Remy Ma was crashing out on Papoose. I've seen a couple videos, I've seen Twitter think pieces, Instagram think pieces, TikTok think pieces, just flying on my timeline. But I've yet to hear anyone really mention the real reason Remy Ma is crashing out on Claressa Shields specifically. So I'm going to talk about that in this video, alright? So y'all open your ears, close your mouth, and get some of this good game. Now before I get to the real reason Remy Ma is crashing out, I just want to do a quick recap on the situation. The recap is not going to take too long because I know most of you have already heard about it. But for those of you who don't, this is essentially what happened. So randomly on Instagram the other night, Remy Ma decided to come out and say this for no reason, unprovoked. She goes, Papoose dumbass fell asleep on the phone with Claressa Shields. Now she tagged Claressa Shields. Keep that in the back of your mind, guys. She's the one who tagged Claressa Shields. Now let's keep going forward. Laying in my house, he refused to leave. This bitch is supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary ass hung up as soon as she heard my voice. Now, I'm telling everything. And, baby girl, you're not the only one. Now, let me start off by saying this. This is childish. This is immature to even put on Instagram, knowing you have millions of followers, knowing this is going to hit the tabloids, knowing everyone's going to make a video about it and have an opinion on it, which you can't complain about because you're the only reason we know about it. Alright? So, you're moving like, this is why it's funny to me, right? When men talk about how they like to date younger women, right? And one of the first things older women will say when they hear a man talk about how he likes to date younger women is that younger woman's going to get on your nerves, or y'all won't have anything in common, or she's childish. You can't deal with a grown woman. And Remy Ma's behavior, and she's not the only one, before y'all try to act like this is like in a vacuum or she's one of the only women who do this. The majority of women do this. Not all, of course, but the majority. Remy Ma is acting like a kid. At the big age 44. So at the big age of 44, Remy Ma is on Instagram being messy, gossiping, and tagging her husband's side piece. This is not the activities a 44-year-old woman should be partaking in. But again, we see this all the time. So it's always funny to me when I hear older women say, you want a younger man, you want a younger woman because you can't deal with older women because we're too mature and blah, 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 blah. And you're not going to be able to relate to that younger woman because da, 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 da. When we see 44-year-old women acting how Remy Ma is acting, which is like a 20-year-old college student. Which is like an 18-year-old high school senior. Which is like a 25-year-old young professional, Similac, breath still smelling like Similac, just got her first job off of an internship. Alright? She's acting the way women 20 years younger than her act. She should not even be going to social media with information like this. But she is because, like I say all the time, alright, from the ages of 20 to 35 in general, there's no real difference between women. They will all act like this unless you find an elite woman. If the woman's not elite, really you can stretch that from 35 to 44, as we see with Remy Ma. All of you act the same. To make an argument that you don't want to date a 44-year-old because we're too mature for you, when we see 44-year-olds acting like Remy Ma, when we see 40-something-year-olds acting like Drea Mitchell, when we see 40-something-year-olds acting like, what's that girl's name? Carly Red. We see all these older women acting like little ass girls, competing with little ass girls. Why would you then say to us, well, you don't like little ass girls because you can't handle a grown woman? When grown women consistently act like little ass girls. But I digress. Moving on from that. We all know Remy Ma has already cheated on Papoose after he waited for her to get out of prison with a broke-ass battle rapper with busted teeth who looks like this. Everybody knows that, alright? And it's Remy Ma's fault that everybody knows that. Papoose didn't say anything. Papoose didn't expose Remy Ma. Papoose didn't run to the internet. The internet caught Remy Ma with this man. Remy Ma got herself caught up and then just said F it and doubled down with the guy. So everyone already knows you're cheating. So number one, you're stupid for even exposing this on Instagram like a childish ass woman. Number two, everyone already knows you're a cheater. Okay? Everyone already knows you're a cheater. So this is 2 L's. Alright? I knew Remy Ma was in the wrong in this situation when I seen the majority of women telling Remy Ma she was wilding and crashing out. You gotta understand, if you don't understand anything else, that women always back each other's bullshit. So for the majority of women to be against Remy Ma in this case, that just tells you how ridiculous she's being. But those 2 reasons I named aren't even the main reason she's crashing out, nor is it the only reason that she's wrong. The next reason that she's wrong is because she said, you're not the only one, baby girl, at the end of the message. Now, you gotta dig deep into what people are saying. If Claressa Shields is not the only one, right? Then that means you're well aware that Papoose is cheating. And you're already okay with it because you just said that Claressa Shields is not the only one. Meaning you know about the other girls. Now you have to ask yourselves, because she just said it's my house. You guys do the logic here. When in the history of the world have you ever known any woman, especially a black woman, but any woman, to own a house, allow a man to move into her house? The man's married to her and he's dealing with multiple other women and she knows about it and she has not kicked this man out of the house and has not filed for divorce from this man. I'll let you know, never. You never hear of a situation like that from any woman. Women will kick you out of their house for any goddamn thing. You forget to take the trash out, Negro, get out of my house. Okay? You forget to clean the cat litter, Negro, get out of my house, alright? You just breathe too loud. You snore when you sleep. Negro, get the hell out of my house. We see men's trash and bags and clothes outside at women's houses all the time. It is not abnormal for women to kick men out of their house, especially black women, but all women, you know? So you have to ask yourself, why hasn't Remy Ma done this? Well, the answer is quite simple if you put your thinking cap on. Remy Ma has not done this because clearly, considering the fact she's already cheated on Papoose and he didn't leave, they decided to make an arrangement, aka an open marriage, aka they swingers, aka they can have side pieces or other people. This is clearly what they decided to do so they could keep the family together, maybe for their children, or maybe just for the power dynamic, maybe because neither one of them could really afford their lifestyle without the other one. I don't know, but it's pretty obvious that that's what they're doing. That's why she knew that there was other women, and yet he's still allowed to be in the house. Okay? Alright, now let's move on really quick to Claressa Shields' response, because Claressa Shields says something that was very, very important, right? Which is Claressa Shields said in the now deleted Instagram story, she said, how a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend? Well, she's right. Again, we all already know Remy Ma was cheating. She already got caught cheating. So what are you so angry about? She also said, Remy Ma, if I ain't the only one, why the hell are you tagging me? Let it breathe, run it back, because Claressa is spitting right now. See, this is the thing about masculine women. Masculine women move in more logic than emotion. Right now, Remy's feminine side is winning. She's usually in her masculine. That's how her dumbass got caught cheating. I say all the time, men are like dogs, women are like cats. When have you ever seen a cat having sex? You've never seen a cat having sex, but you see dogs humping everything. Hence why men get caught so much and women don't. It's never that women don't cheat, it's that they use more discretion. And it ain't for you. It's not really because they care necessarily that you know they're cheating. They don't want the world to know they're cheating because they care about their image. But when you deal with a masculine woman like Remy Ma, she tends to move like a man, which means it's easy to catch her. Now, when you're cheating with a masculine woman like Claressa Shields, she tends to move like a man, as in she says stuff like this, which is, well, if I'm not the only one, why are you tagging me? She has a good point. I'm not the only one. You knew there were other girls. Why is it a big deal now when it hasn't been a big deal before? Now I'm going to give you a reason for that, but that's neither here nor there. Now after she says that, right? Remy Ma responds with, how you know I got 2 boyfriends? Is that what he told you? Then she continues to crash out saying, this lady Claressa Shields and that sorry-ass publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and look like God's gift for too long. I bet Papoose could put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me, just stay quiet. That's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired, and he said he would never F you because you ugly, but don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world gonna see it too, since you tough boo. Again, being childish. You keep saying that the world's gonna see it. First of all, the world doesn't care. The world already knows you're a cheater. The world already felt bad for Papoose because you cheated on him with a battle rapper with busted ass teeth, alright, who was broke as hell, alright? The world already felt bad for Papoose. He went and knocked the dude out like that was gonna get his pride back, but it didn't get his pride back. So the world is actually happy, honestly, that Papoose is doing to you what you did to him. The world doesn't feel bad for you. But even if you thought the world would feel bad for you, what did you think the world was going to do besides, like I said, give a bunch of opinions on you guys' relationship? What exactly is it that you thought that the world was going to do? Why did you feel the need to even take this to the world? As a grown-ass woman, it doesn't make any sense. Now, with that being said, I will say Claressa Shields' hands are not clean in this because irregardless they have an open marriage or not, if you're going to sleep with a married man, I always tell you guys all the time, never sleep with married people. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't care if they say it's a cuckold thing. I don't care if they say they swingers. I don't care if they have an open relationship. It's not worth it. All right, you will get killed messing around with married people. Married people, and if a baby mother or a baby father are still together, married or not, you don't step in the middle of that either, all right? So Claressa Shields is playing a dangerous game because at the end of the day, you're sleeping with someone's husband. Right, wrong, or indifferent, even though the wife is sleeping with someone else, I still would not recommend anyone put themselves into that situation. Alright? So Claressa Shields' hands aren't clean in this, but Remy Ma is clearly crashing out. Now you want to go out here and you want to tell every goddamn body, oh yeah, her team's been putting out stories to make you look bad forever, and Papoose didn't say anything. Well, when you got caught cheating with this battle rapper, you didn't say anything either. You didn't say it's not true. You was posted up under the Christmas tree with this dude and everything. You didn't say it's not true. You didn't say it was made up. You didn't say anything. So why should Papoose say something now? And I highly doubt Claressa Shields' team was saying anything to make you look bad. You weren't even a topic of discussion until you decided to take this to the internet. Now, the best gems come for those who stay to the end. I repeat, the best gems come for those who stay to the end. What is the real reason that Remy Ma is crashing out about Claressa Shields in general? Because again, Claressa had a damn good point in which she said, if there's other women, why are you tagging me? You're not mad at the other women. We didn't even know about the other women until you seen me. Why is it such a big deal with me? Here's why it's a big deal with Claressa. Because Remy Ma didn't expect Papoose to be able to upgrade. That is Remy Ma's problem. Remy Ma did not think Papoose was going to be able to get a woman as good as her or better than her. And that's exactly what Papoose did. Claressa Shields looks just as good as Remy Ma. Neither one of them are world killers in the looks department, right? But neither one of them are, well, Remy Ma before the surgeries was very rough to look at, okay? Before Remy Ma went to prison, Remy Ma was not attractive. She just wasn't. Remy Ma was not attractive. She was masculine as hell. She had a little girl body. She just wasn't attractive like that. So what happens is she gets out of prison. She go and get the BBL. She get, her surgeries and stuff. And she started smelling herself. And so now she got the booty, she got the surgeries, she feel like she looking good, she looking better, so she decided to go and be a hoe. That's what happened, alright? That's what happens most of the time. It's the same thing as when you have a fat woman, your woman been fat the whole relationship, she all of a sudden decides to lose weight, and now that she loses weight, she has access to men she never had access to before, and she's getting more attention than she ever has. Now all of a sudden she starts smelling herself, and she starts sleeping around on you and acting brand new. That's essentially what Remy Ma did with her BBL. She started acting brand new, embarrassed Papoose, so Papoose said, F it, I'm gonna go and get me a new girl. Now, Claressa Shields has a fat butt too. I don't know if she got a BBL or not. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, I don't know. But what I do know is Claressa Shields has a nice butt, alright? She's just as cute as Remy Ma, she's younger than Remy Ma, and she's just as popular. Actually, I would say she's more popular than Remy Ma. She also has more money than Remy Ma. So he's messing around with a woman who looks just as good as you, has a fat butt just like you, has more money than you, and has more clout than you. And that's why Remy Ma is crashing out, because she didn't think Papoose was capable of doing something like that. The reason Remy Ma is not talking about the other girls is because nobody knows who they are. Nobody cares who they are. If she was to expose the other girls, it wouldn't make a difference. No one knows who they are. No one would care. The other girls probably aren't that attractive. They damn sure don't have as much clout. But when she seen Claressa Shields, the reason she got pissed off is because Claressa Shields is a real threat. Claressa Shields is the type of chick where if she put it on your man too good, you know what I mean? Or she gets too close to him, now all of a sudden, you might actually lose your man. That's why she crashed out about Claressa Shields. Because she didn't expect Papoose to come back with something like this. You ask any man who's been in a situation with an ex, and they'll tell you they know what I'm talking about. You go out, you get you another girl who looks as good or better than your ex, is doing as good or better than your ex, has as much clout or more than your ex is going to crash out every single time. Most of the time. Alright? Now, why you don't deal with masculine women, right? And why you should probably deal with a more feminine woman is because a more feminine woman, going back to my cat and dog argument, would have been moving like a cat and none of this stuff would have ever got to light. But because you're dealing with a masculine woman, she was moving like a dog and embarrassed you and mad that you're doing to her what she did to you. Let it breathe, run it back. When you're dealing with a masculine woman, she cheated on you first and now she's mad that you're doing to her what she did to you. Who else gets mad, right? Who else will cheat on you then get mad when you cheat back? Men. And I can say that as a man. Men do it all the time. I can cheat, but you can't. I'm the high value man. I'm the high earner in this piece. All that BS. Alright? Because it is BS. But this is what men do all the time. You date a masculine woman, she looks at it the same way. I make more money than you. I feel like I have more clout than you. So if I cheat, it is what it is. But you shouldn't be cheating. She's trying to turn you into the bitch in the relationship, basically. Papoose refused to be that, and now she's pissed. She's crashing out because her ego is hurt, because she has the ego of a man. I can cheat, but you can't. Claressa Shields is out here talking about boxing and going back and forth because she has the ego of a man. And she doesn't want to take an L either. This is why you don't deal with masculine women. Masculine women and hoes will embarrass you 9 out of 10 times. Alright, if you date a masculine woman or a hoe, and most of the time this is the same type of woman, by the way, but either one, they're going to do something to embarrass you, something to emasculate you 9 out of 10 times. And that's why if you're gotta deal with them, if you have to, it needs to be once on some, I'm just going to hit it real quick, or twice on some I spun the block. That's it. You don't wife them, don't keep them around, don't even put them in rotation, because they're dangerous. Because they crash out, they take shit to the internet, it's just not worth being bothered with, alright? In this case, Papoose is dealing with a masculine woman who's also a hoe. The worst combination you can have. The messiest combination you can have. But that's the real reason that Remy Ma is mad at Papoose. Because Claressa Shields is a woman who is on or arguably above her level. But this is not a downgrade. This is an upgrade or it's an even trade. Honestly, it sounds like a fair trade to me, in the words of my man Drake. And that's why Remy Ma was crashing out. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Either way, y'all, that's my thoughts on that situation. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.